Rohan Bopanna in 2023, oldest man to win an ATP 1000 Masters title, Asian Games gold medalist. He almost won a Grand Slam. Do you think Paris 2024 is next?
Yeah, I would be rooting for him, rooting for India, as probably all his fans. So, a phenomenal year nonetheless, shattering all longevity records of ATP doubles, and obviously the most followed present Indian tennis player on the circuit. But there are so many perspectives to this, right? It's not just maybe a personal achievement kind of thing, but the impact is quite broader in the sense that it keeps the Indian tennis flag waving really high, especially after what Leander, Mahesh, Sania, everybody has done. This is quite an achievement. But I think I would like to start initially with the new partnership that started, right, with Epton. And there were some initial exits, and there was some criticism faced as well. How does maybe what's your take on singles versus doubles and the chemistry that should exist in doubles?
Well, see, when you're playing doubles, it's just the two of you out there, right? So of course you need some chemistry. You need to have that tuning with your partner. It's not just you go about and play your game. You need to know
Mhm.
who is going to attack, who is going to defend. You need to know who's better at the baseline, who's better at the net. You need to understand who is better at which side at court, deuce
Mm.
court. So there is a lot of things going on there. And it's not because we know we were at the peak of our so-called tennis national prowess when Pace Bhupati were playing, and we knew that Pace always used to take the deuce court and Bhupati always used to take the ad court, and somehow their chemistry, where Pace was brilliant at the net, Bhupati had a big serve, he had a great backhand, so things like this just worked. So all of this has to come into place when you're talking about doubles, and especially when you're talking about men's doubles. We know that the game is
It's
super
so
fast,
fast. Yeah.
super fast, and your reflexes, your decision making, your skill, it all comes into play. So I think if there was some criticism in the initial 3, 4, 6 months when you have a new partnership, I think somewhere down the line, Bopanna himself knew in his head that it'll take some time, but it'll click.
I would say things clicked very fast indeed because Indian Wells or in startup words, they found their product market fit and they won the Indian Wells, which made Rohan the eldest player to win an ATP 1000 Masters. So that was maybe the initial signs of the year to come. And continued that success with maybe the Amsterdam finals, Doha, US Open finals, and obviously ending the year with amazing achievements, Asian Games gold, as well as finishing world number three after a phenomenal World Tour finals. But let me bring you back to a broader topic, right? I'm sure that there are great personal achievements, but in hindsight, do you think this has made a broader impact really on Indian tennis?
See, for me, I feel that India has been at the topmost level in tennis, especially in doubles, for a really long
Yeah.
time, almost 2 decades. We had a Pace Bhupati. Then, even on an individual level, Pace in mixed or men's doubles after their partnership broke off, he is widely regarded as the best doubles player on the planet. Bhupati himself is not much far behind. In fact, if we are talking about records, they're almost neck to neck,
Yeah.
and they were on the tour for almost 2 decades. They dominated the game. Then we had a Sania Mirza who made the switch from singles to doubles after an injury which forced her to maybe not play singles to the highest
Mm,
level.
yeah.
She also has performed exceptionally well. She was world number one for a really long time.
Yeah.
So I think after all this that India has achieved, of course, let us not rule out Rohan Bopanna, who was always in the mix here. He did win a mixed doubles title. He always has played at the Davis Cup, the doubles. He has
Mm-hmm, yeah.
played an Olympics. He has won an Asian Games medal and recently an Asian Games gold with a relatively it's not right to
Yeah.
say inexperienced or something like that, but someone who hasn't exactly been that much of a celebrity on the international level. He
Mm-hmm.
partnered with her, and he won the Asian Games gold medal.
Yeah,
So I think from an Indian perspective, this year whatever he has done, it
yeah.
just brings back India onto the map at the topmost level.
Correct. And I think you touched upon that. Winning the Asian Cup gold with obviously Rutuja, a new partner. And in the broader sense, again, does that really an indication of handholding some of the Indian players to greater heights and contributing to their success, which is beyond his own personal achievements?
Well, that is something we are hoping for in the future, because we know a lot of our generation players are now switching to doubles.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of them are past 30 now, or nearing 30. So, before a Federer, Djokovic, Nadal, 30 was supposed to be an age where, your career was about to get finished. But
Yeah.
Bopanna, being a national hero and setting the example from the front himself, so I think players who are 30, 32, 33, who want to make the switch to doubles, they have a great mentor in Rohan Bopanna.
Mm.
They know that an Indian player has won the ATP 1000 Masters title at 41, sorry, 43. I'd have, at least have 4 or 5 years of my career left if I want to make my mark in doubles. So, of course, they have a mentor in Rohan Bopanna, and I don't know about handholding, but I'm sure that they'll definitely take inspiration from him and, try to be the next Mahesh
Yeah,
Bhupathi
it's
and
almost
replace
as
Tanya
if
Mirza.
a new career is getting started post 30, right? When it comes to doubles. And that might be a great sign of encouragement for everybody playing on the tour. It's not just Indians, anybody playing maybe singles wants to switch to doubles. Doubles, I think by now we agree that it is completely different, right? Which means it's a new career beginning, which might start at 30. And people who mature maybe as Asians in general who mature at a later stage uh, might be looking at this as a great opportunity now that a path is clearly shown by their hero in Rohan.
Well, yeah, I agree with you, but see, not everybody is going to make it to 43 and still perform at the highest level. I think we should just understand the crux here, that even if you're 32 and now you want to start playing doubles,
Yeah.
which is an entirely different sport from singles,
Hmm. Yeah.
but it doesn't mean that it's too late. Of course, not everybody is going to make it. Rohan Bopanna is one special species, and not everybody is going to age like fine wine. So I'm not saying that everybody should aim for, winning their first winning an ATP 1000 Masters at 40. But definitely, if somebody, there are a lot of Indians we know who are past 30 and want to make the switch, so it's not late for them. Definitely, he has shown the path.
Yeah.
He has proved it himself.
Yeah. And when it comes to longevity, I think this has been a debatable topic throughout this year or maybe a couple of years now. With Federer starting it playing late into the 30s. Obviously, Djokovic is a hero. I think Rohan's friend. And in other sports, I would say Lewis Hamilton is also doing the same.
Yeah.
Obviously, our favorite Cristiano is doing the same.
Yeah,
So it's a
top scorer at 38.
I mean, they are in a different league altogether when it comes to performing at their peak at such an amazing maybe age levels, I would say.
Yeah, so let's just see. I think from a Rohan Bopanna standpoint, what can we expect in the next year or in the next couple of years? Do you think the graph will just go on rising, or there will be some problems because of his age, or what do you expect? What do you see?
Maybe I think Paris Olympics would be the immediate focus. I'm not sure, but at least the next couple of years, we would expect some great performances, some great matches, and a sheer joy to watch the fast and furious doubles. So maybe a couple of years, I would say, till the time Djokovic is dominating singles, Rohan can dominate doubles, and we enjoy both in a meaningful way.
All right, so signing off the year with the brilliant Rohan Bopanna, who we of course look forward to winning a Grand Slam next year, maybe a gold medal for India at the Paris Olympics. Who knows?